Good evening, everyone. This is Ian DJ, Raven Fox 13. This is the fifth live video that we're doing for my FB page. And for tonight, we will be using the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens Dark Sepia. So I'm using the M, F, and S of these pens. And tonight, we will be doing a fish illustration. So, using my pencil, the Pilot Color Eno 7, I'll be sketching the main form of the fish. Right after, we'll be using the pencils to finish the sketch. I'm just doing a quick sketch on the form right here. So, to circle-like form. And then you have a line here. There you go. So I just need a main form from this part. There you go. Now I'll be doing yung pen sketch. I usually use the thickest pen first. So, with this is actually India ink. So, it's easier for me to maneuver yung ink. And I know if I wanted to add colors later on using a watercolor, it won't be a hard thing to do. So, as you can see, I just sketch my main body of the fish, and then right after, I'll just proceed with the organic sketch over here. I already did a few fish similar to this before. Similar. So, you probably have seen me with creating something similar. It's just that I wanted to share with you how to do it and how fast or how slow I usually draw something similar to this. There you go. If you're watching for the first time, this is Ian DJ Raven Fox 13. So this is a part of the test series that I am trying to do on my Facebook page. I wanted to know the time when my subscribers for this page usually go online and wanted to communicate or to interact. So I decided to do random FB lives once in a while so that I can share the process that most of the people, especially watching on YouTube, wanted to see. If you haven't checked my YouTube channel yet, feel free to check it now. It's Raven Fox 13. You just need to go there. Last night, we didn't have live last night because there was a birthday party on the neighbor's house and they were singing video K, so I couldn't do it. But I'm here now, so if you have any questions for tonight, feel free to do so, to ask rather. Okay, so I mainly did the outline of the fish right here. I'll just erase my main sketch. Now, I'm doing yung first set nung scales. So, drawing these things, usually, you'll realize that there's actually patterns on the scales or fur of different animals. So, whenever you're drawing those things, the first thing you need to do is to discover or to be familiar with the patterns and how it actually covers the animal you're drawing. Example here. So here, we'll see a continuous pattern of scallops over here. And you just repeatedly do it. Doesn't have to be a perfect pattern because when it looks too perfect, it doesn't feel very real when it's too perfect. So sometimes you do smaller, sometimes you do bigger, smaller, in between these things. If you have questions regarding art or anything, feel free to do so. I'm using a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen for tonight. This is the Dark Sepia 175. This is India ink. One of my favorite pens. I have several favorite pens. That's also one reason why I am doing these drawing lives, so that I can check and counter check all of the pens that I have at home. It's a good way of checking whether my pens are still working or not. Usually when I have yung mga pens like this, I like pens with different width. This at least have 3. So yung F, S, and M. The black color has more than this. Pero gusto ko yung color ng sepia. I like the color of this one. This is parang lang siya. In between. A betta fish might be mas pa magarbo. It would probably have more Baka nasa lang to, parang pa goldfish lang siya. Betta fish would probably have more bigger fins. Okay, and then in this space over here, I'm just trying to add as much texture that I can and pattern to this one. Of course, when you're doing something similar, you don't have to fill everything up with the said texture. Hindi naman siya required. O nga pag betta fish, mas malaki kasi yung yung mga fin, saka yung niya. Pwede din siya, iuusod lang ng konti. Ito parang lang naman to gagawaan. Based from an older drawing. So, yan. I just come as I go here. Yan. Tapos, if you want to make yung feel na paliit siya, make the pattern a little smaller. Here. Papunta dyan sa taas. There you go. Okay. Now, I'll be using a thinner pen. Okay. This is yung S niya to do the thin lines over here. This is what I like whenever I'm doing something like this. Kasi relaxing yung form. Thank you to everyone who's watching, who are following the page Art of Ian, Raven Fox 13. Without you guys, I won't be here. Kasi I wouldn't have any people to talk to To old subscribers, thank you very much. To new subscribers, thank you so much. And if you're new to this page, feel free to share this video live. If you have any suggestions for the drawings that you want to see next time, or a time slot that you think more of the people like you would be watching, feel free to drop it on the comment down below. After a few days, I upload the videos also to my YouTube channel for people who don't use Facebook, so that they can also watch. So these are contouring lines. This gives the shape and the flow of the fins for the fish that we're doing tonight. Again, whenever you're drawing, always remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's one reason why I don't use yung pencil as much. Kasi imagine if I'll be doing pencils for everything, tas I'll redo it again. Parang, it's very tedious for me. So, I can't do things that are too tedious. Coming from me, no? If you have seen some of my drawings, they're most likely similar to this. I like drawing things that are very complicated, but are not strict in a certain way. I just like them to look complicated. I love drawing with pens. This is one of the few things that I really love to do, drawing. I just had a fun watercolor class this afternoon. It's with Artillery Philippines. We did watercolor techniques. So a good way for me to relax would be to draw something, just to keep my mind off something. There you go. So this is just a continuous flow of lines, contouring lines. When you are doing lines similar to this, what I usually do is to do the line in a big swoop. Kasi if you stop in the middle of it, what happens is you create those unusual pattern. When you do it continuously, the lines would appear more fluid. Like so. There you go. You can add, sometimes when I have a big space like that, you want to divide it first on smaller parts and then you do the lines. The lines doesn't have to be perfectly spaced. Of course, the nearer they are, the darker it would look like. The farther, the lighter. It gives yung overall appeal dun sa picture or dun sa overall illustration when you do that. Like that. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday evening with me. We are drawing a fish. We're actually drawing a fish for today. If you want to request for something, maybe we can do next time. Feel free to put it on the comment section below. There you go. So I'll just finish this remaining two part of the fin over here. There. And here. So after I did all of these things, this part seems to be too light. So what I'm going to do is to darken a few areas here. You can either do that by adding contouring lines like this. You can do stippling if you like. Depends on you. So on this side, just adding a few texture over in this area so that you'll have more depth to it. See that? So when two sets of patterns tends to combine, especially here, you'll see that you have created a little bit of depth, which helps yung illustration to go well together. So in this case, I'm doing some hatching techniques. All of these techniques that we're using here, you can check my pinned post here on my Facebook page or playlist in YouTube. You can check my basic drawing playlist or Draw With Me if you want to learn more about these techniques and how to do it. Just check it out and you can watch and rewatch it over and over again. Okay, so I'll just add some details on the eyes of the fish over there. And then a little bit of dark around here and there. Okay, here. Here also. So doing another set of hatching line to make a cross hatch effect here on the side. And smaller sets of hatching here and there. So this is how I usually sketch with a pen. If it's your first time checking my Facebook Live on my page, you can watch the other 4 Facebook Live that I have. Just scroll down later. So I'm just adding a little bit more hatching on the lower part of the fish. There. And a little bit here. There. There you go. Okay. So that's it for tonight. This is just a quick live just to say hi to everyone. We used Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens, dark sepia for tonight. The same paper we're using since day 1. I hope you had fun watching this. Right after, I'll be re-uploading this again. Hi, Jalaika. Good evening. So after this, you can watch and rewatch it over and over again. If you want to draw along, if you want to sketch it with me, feel free to do so. Tag me on your finished work. And I hope to see you again soon on the next live. It would be on different time, probably mostly at night. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this evening. If ever you want to try and do it, feel free to tag me in my Instagram account so that I can see what you did. Thank you so much and have a beautiful weekend. This is Ian DJ, Raven Fox 13. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye. Bye, guys. Everyone. Bye bye. Happy weekend. Bye.